Good morning. I guess, and I may have to do it from here. Can you hear me okay? Before I talk about the Alabama economy, or North Alabama economy, let me briefly go over the U.S. economy to show you what's going on right now. So if you look at some of the positives, some of the growth that we saw late last year, earlier this year was mainly because of exports and inventory cycle. What happens during the recession is most of the production slows down, and so in order to replenish those depleted inventories, some of the production manufacturers increase their production, and most of the growth came from exports. Those were the two reasons why we saw some pickup in the economic activity late last year and earlier this year. And for this year, we're looking at around 2% growth for the U.S. economy, and it's slowing down. But the good news is the loan market for the industrial loans, commercial loans, is picking up, but it's not nowhere close to where it was before the recession started. And as you've seen the job numbers the last few months, job growth has slowed down significantly compared to what we saw earlier this year. And one reason for that is slower growth in European economies, slower growth in Chinese economy, manufacturing. After decades of practically no employment growth in manufacturing, we saw some manufacturing activity pick up last couple of years. And that was mainly because of exports. And, we saw around 100,000 jobs being created this month. But U.S. economy needs 120,000 jobs a month just to keep up with population growth. So anything less than 120,000 is practically no job growth at all. And we have almost 15, if you count some of the underemployment, we have almost 15 to 20 million people who are still employed, still unemployed, or underemployed, or dropped out of labor force. Yeah, that's fine, thank you. So what are some of the downside risks? One of them is state and local government employment. State and local governments is still laying off people. It may not be just layoffs, it's people who are retiring are not being replaced. That's one of the things. Credit market is still, even though it's coming back, it's still pretty tight for small businesses and for consumers who don't have great credit. Then we have another risk of rising gasoline prices, rising food prices. We have not really seen the increase in food prices has not really worked through the economy yet, but we will begin to see that late this year, earlier next year. It takes about almost 10, 11 months for those food prices, the increase in food prices to work through the economy. Then we have some external risks. The Eurozone economy, has slowed down drastically. Almost every European country either headed towards a recession or in a recession. And if you look at the Chinese economy has slowed down significantly. And we talk about the manufacturing jobs being lost here in the United States, but manufacturing jobs are being lost